hey, how you doing? Hey, thanks for coming over, because I've had something that's kind of bothered me a little bit. I thought maybe you might know something about it, because I know you got one of them big birds, parrot. Right, you got a parrot over there, and I hear him, every once in a while. And so, like, I've been wondering, for a long time, where are all the dead birds? I mean, no, you think about it now. I'm serious. No, I'm not trying to make fun of your bird. No, come on. I like your bird. I think it's very beautiful. Yeah, and I'd like to come over and see it sometime, if you ever had the occasion to invite me, But anyhow, no, seriously, I mean, you see, you see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of birds all the time. And, I mean, they don't live but, a couple of years, two, 3, 4 years maybe, something. And and so, every year there should be like a couple 100,000 anyway that die. And where are they? I mean, you don't walk out of your door in the morning and see, a bunch of dead birds out there, and you should, because I don't know. I mean, they can't. I mean, is there that many cats and possums and whatever all would eat them? I mean, they can't possibly eat that many birds every single night, or day or whenever. And I mean, I'm over 60 years old, and I've never ever been outside when a bird died and just fell out of the sky, down on the ground, This is, you see dogs and cats and rats and squirrels and possums and armadillos and a whole bunch of other stuff, turtles, every once in a while, and down here even an alligator every once in a while. I mean, how often in your lifetime do you ever see a dead alligator, on the road? But you don't see any birds. I mean, now, okay, I'm talking about regular birds. No, I'm not talking. Okay, buzzards. I get it with buzzards, and I've seen some dead buzzards. And I'll agree to that. I understand, but I'm talking about regular birds. Up there. I don't see any right now, but they're up there all the time, and you see flocks of them. I mean, there's sometimes thousands of birds in one flock, and where are they? And now out in the middle of a field, for example. I mean, how many times have you driven past a field that was freshly harvested or something like a day or 2 days ago, and it's bare? I mean, you can see everything, every blade of grass, every little leftover stalk of whatever it was they was growing there. No dead birds. I'm serious. You don't think this is an issue? Well, okay, maybe issue is a strong little. I mean, it's just, isn't it weird? Let's put it that way. Isn't it weird that you don't see them ever? I mean, never. Yes, the buzzard along the road, I understand, because they're stupid. They stand out in the middle of the road eating something dead, something or other, or whatever, and there's 8 or 9 of them around there fighting and squabbling over it like everybody does over everything, right? I mean, especially and one, 2 or 3 of them's out front, and they can see you coming, But the ones that's in the back that's got their head stuck down inside of whatever it is they're eating, they ain't watching for cars or whatever. So, and the ones in the front don't want to like fly up and alarm them, because if they, if they know that if they stay there till the last minute and then fly up out of the way, you're gonna run over the other buzzards, and then they got more to eat, because now not only do they have what they had before, but now they got two, three more buzzards to eat, because they're kind of carnivalistic. I think because they eat everything. They won't eat a dog. No, you mark my words. I don't care how old you live to be, but you will never ever see a buzzard eating a dead dog. Nothing eats a dead dog. They lay alongside the road for weeks and rot down to nothing. And nothing, not even worms, come and eat a dog. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. But what I was thinking was these. Anyway, I think that somebody somewhere, probably a Democrat, should get a grant from the government for, a couple $1 million, and I'm thinking I could be a consultant, because I've pondered this for a good long time, and I could be one of them guys, that they sit out into the middle of a field and who does absolutely nothing all day long and gets paid like $200-300 because it's important, and I could be an observer. Yeah. I mean, I could watch up there for hours, and count the number of birds that flies by, and multiply it by the number of acres that I have, and the piece that makes up the puzzle of the voting district or something, and then multiply all that times square mileage, and figure out how many birds there really are. Well, a friend of mine had a job one time. He made him a little sift. I called it a sifter, because where I come from, that's what it was. You make a frame and you put a screen on the bottom of it, and then you throw stuff in there and you shake it, real hard. You shake it, and the sand and the dirt and all falls out, and then whatever you're looking for is left over. Well, wait a minute, wait for it. He took it out into the lake that they was studying, and then he was trying to determine whether some little kind of snail or something, was going extinct. So he took his sifter out there and put it into the bottom of the lake, and he left it there for about a month or something. And he come back and nobody had stole it, and it was still there. And he's pretty good at hiding stuff like that. So anyway, he went out there in the water knee deep, and he got his sifter up out of there, and lo and behold, there were some of these snails in there, and they paid him like $30,000 for the report that he wrote up, and he can't even write. I mean, his wife did it. I'll be honest with you, because I used to date her, up until a couple of weeks ago. Well, she used to write stuff for all of us who was in the group that she dated. So she $30,000 for 20-30 pages of writing. I mean, I could do that, So I'm thinking, now there's probably, I don't know. I don't think there's as many snails in the world as there are birds. So birds, that a bird report would probably be worth more, like $40,000, maybe $50,000 for a bird report because there's bazillions of birds in the world, and I don't, because there's sky everywhere. The sky never stops. On top of mountains, over top of the ocean, sky never stops, but the water stops. Because I'm talking about like the edge of a pond or something. That's all the water there is. It stops there, and so all the snails what's in the pond, they're in the pond, and so if you come across anybody that's like knows some liberal Democrats who got absolutely nothing to do but they want to leech off the government, kind of like I do here a little bit. Come on, man, this is the way it is. Give them my name because and they can write me, and no, I don't have a phone. I don't even have electric out here. Who can afford it? No. So anyway, yeah, give them my name and address and tell them, that I'm very experienced in bird watching, and I'm very concerned seriously about where are all the dead birds, because it just don't make no sense, and when something don't make no sense, the government will give you money to study it, because the government don't like anything that don't make no sense, even though they don't make no sense. But I guess they're jealous because they don't want anybody else not making any sense, because if they can't understand what the others are not making sense, then they don't know how to manipulate their linguistics and all that stuff, where they don't make any sense enough to keep us all confused so that we have a hard time making any sense out of anything. Does that make sense to you? No? See? Exactly. Point proved, okay. What? Oh, you got to go? Well, all right. I'm sorry. I'm just, and tell your parrot, no offense taken. No, I didn't mean anything by it. And talking about his relatives, or somebody. Beautiful. Tell him I said he was much more. It's a woman. It's a she. Parrot. Says so. Okay. Well, tell her. Now I really got to be careful. Tell her that she's much more beautiful than all these raggedy birds that fly around here. They're just kind of plain ordinary. You got some that's blue and some that's red and some that's yellow and the colors and stuff, but she's got all them colors and beautiful, So I seen her sitting on the porch, that closline pole thing you got put out there for her. She sits on there for hours at a time, and every once in a while she'll screech or talk to me or something. She yell, but it's cool the way. Yeah. So tell her she's much more prettier than these birds around here. But try to find somebody who's going to do some research on this, because it's very daggum important, I think. Where are all these birds going? This could be a conspiracy. Yeah. You stop and think about it. Okay, I know you gotta go. Nag. All right. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for you, looking through the fence, and then I'll come over here and talk to you some more sometime. Okay. All right. I'll see you. All right. Bye.